Hello, everybody. I regret to inform you that this will be my last episode of Is It Kino. I guess there was a secret vote with all the other members of the podcast, and they decided they don't think I'm a good fit. So this will be my final episode. I have no hard feelings. It's been a lot of fun doing this show, and hopefully it continues to grow and thrive without me. But I guess for the final time on Is It Kino, I am Mumkey Jones.
Yeah, and I'm me, Rich. And Monkey, we discussed this inside the chat. It was unanimous. We voted you out.
Yeah, everybody else on this podcast just came to the decision. I tried to talk them out of it, but they wouldn't listen to reason. So yep. I'm sorry it had to be this way, but I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles.
You gotta be the bigger man and just face it.
Just face it. Hey, E-Rich, what movie are we talking about today? The Disaster Artist, hopefully?
We watched the feature-length movie Olaf's Frozen Adventure.
Ah! Jesus fuck. I heard so much about this, and I was like, first of all, I was not planning on seeing Coco, and I kept, seeing on Reddit and Twitter all these people bitching about, there's a 21-minute Olaf Frozen short film before Coco. And I'm like, okay, how bad could it be? As it turns out, it's fucking horrible.
Yeah, as it turns out, it's worse than people made it.
God damn it! Which I just found out yesterday that Disney is removing the short film from Coco starting next week. So I wish I would have waited another week because Coco, the movie, started 45 minutes after the time it said it would start on the schedule. I was going to a 12 o'clock showing. Movie started at 12:45. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Insanity.
What blows my mind is that this fucking thing is like 22 minutes long. This thing is made to be like a Christmas special that airs on ABC or some shit.
Oh,
like they
absolutely.
Did with
there's even commercial breaks for it.
Like they did with the fucking Toy Story thing that Pixar made. Like, the fact that this thing is put in front of Coco is incredibly stupid. Like, I've never seen such a shitty... And we fucking watched Emoji Movie, or the My Little Pony movie. I think it was My Little Pony had the little short before it. That was fucking gold. Weird. That was gold compared to this.
Yeah, it was really weird and out there, but it was 3 minutes long.
Yeah, exactly.
Some kids in the theater, like, they got confused and started talking to their parents, like, did we go to the wrong movie? Like, I saw some guy and his little Mexican son walk out halfway through the Frozen thing. I don't remember them coming back in. I think they just left.
I bet they were just upset to see all the white people on the screen when they thought they were going to see a bunch of Latinos running around.
Yeah. What's up with Disney pushing their, alt-right agenda with their most popular franchise only featuring white characters? How dare they?
All right. Well, I think we've talked way more than it deserves to be talked about for fucking...
No, I'm not done talking about the fucking Olaf Adventure yet. Okay. First of all the songs, they're unmemorable as shit. Just fucking, they phoned it in. They're all bad. There's like 8 songs in this 20-minute short, and nothing. I can't even think of any of them right now because they were so forgettable. Mm-hmm. The story, there is no moral. At least Frozen, you get like a bit of a moral. The moral in this one is that the sisters like Olaf. That's it. What am I supposed to take away from that? Yeah, we knew that from the first fucking movie.
The fact that they keep around in the first place is enough.
Yeah, the fact that they put up with this bullshit is evidence enough that they like him.
Yeah.
And it was just, I really like Josh Gad because I'm a big fan of the original soundtrack to Book of Mormon. Yep.
Yeah,
and
never heard of it.
I think he's been good in some movies. Like I saw a few months ago that the movie about the black justice, the court justice, he was in that. Marshall, it was called Marshall. He was
okay. That. I didn't see that one.
But just cut it out with the Olaf. I know you're making $1 billion, but you don't need to stuff it in front of one of Pixar's best movies of all time. It really maybe I liked Coco so much because it was juxtaposed with the shittiest fucking short film I've ever seen.
It's very, very possible. There was an entire song about cultural appropriation where he went around and like stole people's fucking shit and was like, we'll do this. Fucking stupid. Yeah. I want to tell Olaf to shut the fuck up and go away.
We need an eternal summer in that land so that Olaf can finally melt and not come back.
Mm-hmm. And a dog will piss in him.
Good. Maybe the reindeer. The reindeer's like the only redeeming part of all of Frozen at this point.
Yeah, the reindeer's just
and
a
he's
dog.
Not even funny. Yeah, he's just a dog. Rich, what did you think of Coco? Just like our experience at the theater, we wasted a good portion of this review on something that was not Coco.
Yeah, so now you have a good idea what the movie's like. So, Coco.
Yeah.
I was kind of anxious about Coco going in because all of the trailers I saw for it,
You're
looked
a big
like
fan of Donald
movie.
Trump, and you thought it was going to be Mexican propaganda.
Yeah, I mean, if it had been about building the wall and Coco and God damn it, the main character is not called Coco. That is the problem in this movie.
He's Miguel.
Miguel, I guess. Yeah, Miguel tearfully saying goodbye to his family while the wall is put up. That would be pretty funny.
Abuelita couldn't make it over the border.
Yeah. But yeah, so coming into this movie, I was kind of skeptical because the last couple Pixar movies haven't been great. Inside Out was probably the best of them, but I was not as like up on Inside Out as a lot of people were. I thought it was decent. Yeah. I thought it was really good, but I mean, like, not previous Pixar movie quality level, basically. But and then I saw the trailers for this one, and it looked like the fucking Book of Life movie that they made a couple years ago. Another animation studio basically made this same movie, just different animation style and all that shit. So I was kind of skeptical. I wasn't sure I would like it going in, but as soon as it gets started and as soon as you kind of see the character and what he's kind of striving for, it falls into that Pixar territory where you know you're in good hands. And as it develops and develops, it became one of my favorite Pixar movies. It's probably in my top 5 for them.
Oh, yeah. Me too. I would say it's definitely in the top third of the Pixar echelon. I'd put it up there with the Toy Stories and the first Monsters, Inc. I agree that Pixar, I didn't like Up. I thought Inside Out was fine.
Up was one that was fine, but yeah, I mean.
So yeah, Pixar has been, on a downward slope of quality lately, but this one, they fucking they went into top gear. I thought it was phenomenal.
Yeah. So the kind of backstory for Pixar is that I think it was John Lasseter and a couple other people that's a big deal.
Don't say John Lasseter anymore.
Well, John Lasseter was hugging someone and he decided that he was going to basically they were all in a cafe or a restaurant or something and they came up with like 5 ideas all at once. And all the ideas were basically like, what if this could talk? What if bugs could talk? What if toys could talk? What if monsters could talk? What if fucking whatever else the Pixar thing is.
What if Mexicans could talk for this one?
Yeah. I mean, that's an interesting idea, actually. But a concept that's
what if Mexicans
could
sing is the idea.
Ooh. Yeah.
What if Mexicans had talent? Let's make a whole movie about that.
So basically, all during this entire time, Pixar came up with their best ideas all at once. And ever since they finished that, they made sequels to those movies and everything. But ever since then, they've kind of been on their own, trying to feel out what the fuck. Have you seen The Good Dinosaur? The Good Dinosaur is a piece of shit. I could not believe that I was watching a movie made by the same people who made fucking Toy Story, made The Good Dinosaur. I could not explain what the fuck was going on in that movie. But Coco has finally brought it back. I really enjoyed it, like the Mexican atmosphere, the vibe, everything like that. I actually appreciate some Mexican culture now, which I could not say I did before other than eating Taco Bell, which doesn't really seem appropriate. But yes.
So for those who are unaware, E-Rich, could you give us a brief plot synopsis of Coco? Because it might be confusing based off the trailer.
Yeah, so our main character, whose name is Coco, and that will be his name for forever and always, and nobody can tell me any differently. Now, our main character is named Miguel. He is a aspiring, I was almost going to say magician. He's a aspiring musician.
Yeah.
That's it. Except that
he can make the wall disappear.
His family hates music because his great-great-grandmother, I guess, was left completely alone by...
She got ghosted.
Exactly. Yeah, he went out for a pack of, not cigarettes, a pack of music performing, and he never came back. So their entire family hates music, and they make shoes. So shoes is like the entire thing that they do in their family.
It's a real Footloose, the town hates dancing situation going on.
Yeah. So they
it's
don't
like, it's like a dumb idea, like, oh wait, these people are against something as simple as music or as simple as dancing? That's absurd. Mm-hmm. but then the movie is good.
Yeah, exactly. That was one of the first things where I was like, oh, I don't know, how much of this fucking movie is going to be them saying, no, Miguel, you cannot,
you can't play music, oh.
Yeah. But it develops quickly. He steals the guitar that he thinks that his great-great-grandfather had played, and as soon as he steals the guitar and strums on it, he is transported into a magical land of dead Mexicans, which I believe is what Donald Trump
the
wants
most wonderful place I can imagine.
Yeah, I think that world is the world that Donald Trump envisions. Yeah, so he finds himself in this kind of border crossing between the land of the living and the land of the dead, and so from there he's basically trying to get his way back. But before he gets his way back, he wants to get the permission. Basically, you have to get permission from family members to come back. But the family members that he finds don't like music, so they won't send him back unless he makes a promise that he won't play music. And since Miguel wants nothing more than to be a musician, this is completely against what he wants. So this is about him trying to find the family member that will grant him the ability to play music and search for his, basically, job that he wants to do.
All right, and beyond that, I don't want to give away any plot spoilers because there are some genuinely amazing twists and turns throughout this film.
Big stuff in this movie, yeah.
I will say, right off the 11-minute bat, that this film has not only my favorite, but the most evil and menacing villain in any Pixar movie to date. I don't think any other Pixar villain has literally murdered human beings. Am I wrong? All I can think of is the Lotso Lovin' Bear.
No, I was going to say, he was pretty good, but he was killing the toys. Yeah.
He's killing toys, so who fucking cares? They're toys. But killing human beings in a kid's movie?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that Pixar did that. I'm probably, not thinking of some other fucking Pixar villain that did that, but I honestly can't think of any.
Yeah, me neither. And I mean, it is a big moment in the movie, and it feels...
Oh, it's huge.
It feels like it's actually momentous, and although the way he dies in the first place is quite shocking as well. The guy who is the murderer.
Yeah, well, that was funny.
Yeah.
Whatever you're slapping around over there, I'm going to come slap you around if you don't cut it out.
All right. I'm handsy. What can I say?
We got to make an Is It Kino bingo card of like all the things that happen in every episode, and one of the squares will be Mumkey tells the Ridge to stop banging around.
Or special branded Is It Kino manacles to like keep my hands...
Yeah, we gotta give you a straight jacket. It'll be the first time you were ever straight in your life, you know what I'm saying?
Oh! Ow, ow! All right.
Speaking of ay, so what did you think of the music in this film? It's not a musical, but there's a lot of, Mexican-style music.
It was great. I mean, it injects a lot of energy into the movie. Miguel is a talented performer, but he kind of has to command his stage presence and be more... confident in himself, and seeing him transform and kind of come into his own is a great transformation in the movie. The old style song that is sung in the beginning, you get kind of a idea of it, and then the way it's transformed by the end of it, and it takes on all this extra significance to the real person who wrote it. Like, that is an intense emotional moment, and like, this is a Pixar movie, so like, Pixar movies in the past, like, you're gonna cry, like, everybody knows that. I think that Up really gets some points against it for being very manipulative, because in the first fucking 5 minutes of that movie, they are killing off a character while building up all this backstory, and it is very contrived.
It doesn't really feel earned.
No, exactly.
It was as if they were just building up to make somebody cry, whereas in Coco, the moments that make you cry, I feel like they definitely earn it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
so it does a great job of building up his family.
Yeah, I didn't shed any tears myself. I was pretty close, but I'm more into crying at movies that don't deserve it, like Click.
Monkey, you heartless son of a bitch!
But Sheepover, she was during when they reprised that one song you were talking about, she was pretty weepy over next to me, and I don't blame her. I was almost there too. Well,
maybe I shouldn't blame you, because I'll cry at a fucking drop of a hat. Anything fucking sad happens, my eyes become waterworks. Yeah, so...
Well, geez. I don't know what else to say other than, what more can you say than it's one of Pixar's best? Like, that's a that's a gold-plated statement right there to tell somebody to go check out a movie.
Oh, totally. I mean, like, the movie looks incredible. They have so much great lighting in the movie. The Land of the Dead is just all neon colored and bright and colorful, and they've all got these like spirit animals. I actually wish more people had these spirit animal things, because every time they were on screen, I was just amazed because they just looked amazing.
I remember earlier you said that the movie gave you a newfound appreciation for Mexican culture, and I'll say I knew nothing about this Day of the Dead stuff. I thought it was just a Mexican version of Halloween. Turns out it's not, and the movie does a great job of teaching you so much about this culture and these customs and why they do it and the thought behind it. And by the end of it, I was like, wow, that's actually pretty neat. And like, I wouldn't personally do it because I'm not a faggot, but I can see why other people are into this. And it's a pretty sweet little holiday that they have going on.
So my question though is like, you need a picture of someone for them to cross over. Was this not a tradition when photography was not around?
Maybe they drew pictures of people. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe a shitty fucking stick figure drawing of someone was enough to let them come over.
Yeah. As
long as the intent was there. Just the idea in this movie that like, as long as people remember you, you're able to cross over. Like, yeah. So basically, it's all based on the Mama Coco, the old woman character, being able to remember a character. I'm not going to spoil exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Being able to remember that, and she is very old, so she's losing that memory, and it is incredibly sad and very affecting. Oh, I just wanted to mention real quick, Edward James Olmos. I didn't even realize he was in the fucking movie, but he plays a character that in 2 or 3 minutes is one of the deepest, most profoundly emotional.
Is he the skeleton in the hammock?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was going to bring that up because the movie has this idea of you die twice. The first time is the normal death, and the second time is when everybody who is still alive forgets about you, and then you die again. And the movie has a really heartbreaking scene showing how that works in the world of this movie.
It is a deeply emotional. Exactly. It's a deeply emotional moment that is very tied into a character we goddamn just met. We've not seen him in any other way, but they are very quickly able to inform us about both how this system works and basically his character and the other character that we're going along with. I'm trying as much as possible not to spoil this. But yeah.
Right.
I also, we talked about the Ghost Story a couple weeks ago.
Ooh,
there are a bunch of stuff
had
from
me
a Ghost Story in here. Yeah, just the idea of being remembered and the mark you make in the world and dying again, that kind of thing. So, yeah.
And eating pie for 30 minutes. I thought it was really out of place in Coco when he just ate a pie. When Coco ate a pie for 20 minutes, I was like, Coco, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah, Coco, what the fuck? Playing a guitar and eating pie at the same time. That doesn't seem very smart.
No. Okay, so I would say we're in the recommendation phase now. I would say, folks, wait until next week. Don't go see Coco today. Don't go see Coco tomorrow. Go see it once they get rid of that fucking Olaf short film. And if you don't want to see it, then don't. I don't know. You know by now if you like Pixar movies, and this is one of their best ones. So that's all I gotta say.
I would certainly advise audience members to vote with their wallet. Tell fucking Disney, we want Pixar shorts, not fucking Disney animation, 50-minute long fucking short film bullshit in front of their Pixar movie.
That's just there to sell toys.
Exactly. The Pixar movie is a fucking fine restaurant steak that is just the highest quality. Every year or two it comes out and you can go and have it. And the Pixar short before it is the nice little aperitif. Like it's that little thing that you get before the main meal, and it's perfectly well encapsulated and fine. This fucking thing was like eating a fucking blooming onion and feeling disgusting.
How dare you?
And then looking at a full course meal coming after you and being like, oh god, I feel like shit because I just ate an entire goddamn blooming onion.
E-Rich, dude, this show is sponsored by Outback Steakhouse. What are you fucking doing, dude?
Good day, mate. No. Dingo ate my baby. But Outback Steakhouse.
Okay, E-Rich, before we wrap up this episode, I got some big news for you.
All right.
So, during the month of December, the good folks at the Mumkey Jones channel are going to be voting for the first annual Mumkey Awards, which is going to pretty much be my channel's version of the Oscars, but most of the categories are just going to be shitting on me.
Yeah.
Like, what's the worst Mumkey video of the year? But you, my friend, are nominated for best podcast co-host.
Oh,
so
shit.
if you wanna beg people for votes, now's your time.
Well, okay, so when is this event being held? Can I dress up in a tuxedo or something and film my reaction to losing?
Maybe. The voting starts, I think. I'm going to start the voting next week. The votes will end on Christmas, and then on New Year's Eve is when I'll post the results video. So if you want to,
Digibro nominated as well?
He's nominated for about half of the categories.
Fuck, he's gonna win. He's gonna win.
Maybe not for all the reasons you might think, but he's probably gonna win a few prizes.
Yeah. Just to shove it in his face.
Yeah. Hey, you got some stiff competition. You got to go up against the Stereos Kokonos, Assburger, Digibro. If you want to win this, you better start paying out the ass to some of these fans at home.
Yeah, I got to do that. So if you guys have any requests, any prostitutes I can pay to come and fuck you personally,
or
please...
just fuck E-Rich.
No, exactly. Or I'll come and fuck you. Yeah, I mean, basically, if anyone out there thinks that I understand anything, please vote for me. If not, then fuck you. You can all die. I don't care. I will survive without it. It's a pleasure to be nominated, though.
Oh! Hey, so what are we doing next? Disaster Artist, hopefully?
Yeah, hopefully. I think my fucking hour way theater has it next week. So, or wait.
And I also think somewhere around the end of the year we should do a 2017 wrap up with all the films that we didn't do a full episode about, because I've seen movies we haven't talked about, like Marshall, and what's that one I just saw about the chick, Lady Bird, and others that I have forgot that I saw, but I did see them.
And I saw The Book of Henry.
Oh my god.
It was awful.
Speaking of Jacob Tremblay, I just saw Wonder, and I thought that was awful too.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah. I mean, he's got a fucked up face. That's the movie.
I read the book, and I thought, okay, yeah, the book's okay. I'll go see the movie. And I saw it yesterday, and I left about an hour and a half into it. I was like, you know what? I know how this ends. I'm going to go home.
We should make a remake of that movie, except it's just you wearing the monkey mask.
Yeah, instead of the astronaut helmet.
Yeah. You're a wonder.
For Is It Kino? For the last time, I guess, I've been Mumkey Jones.
And I'm E-Rich.
E-Rich, who all voted against me? Who else is on this show? There's you,
no, Digibro's here.
Oh, he's part of Is It Kino?
Yeah, he's always here.
Oh, but you said it was unanimous vote, so I'm just wondering, why did you vote the way you did?
I just felt like I had to change things up, shake things up,
Well,
it's pretty popular to fuck you up.
Yeah, it sure is. I'll see you next time, folks.
All right.